this view from here. It's fantastic. If you come to Camano Island for no other reason than to see the west side view, that's enough. Maybe I'll slow down. Let you see what I'm seeing. It's pretty fantastic. That's the west side. I'm on the east side. And so when I get to the west side, it's like, oh, coming over that ridge. It's very pretty. I'm going to find Orchid now. I'm off to Jack Gunter's place to see his exhibit. Stop it. No, I don't want to stop. I wish I could run into that fence. Oh, there's deer out there. I'm going to stop my car in the middle of flipping the street. There it is. Good morning, Earthlings. This is my Camano vlog. I'm going to talk about Jack Gunter and his incredible thing he's doing. I'm going to show you Becky. Hey, she's got flowers in her car. I'm going to talk about this coffee, and this is Cher's cooking show. I sure hope you're not learning how to cook from me. I don't know what else. You just have to stay tuned. If I think of something else, I'll stick it in there. All that and more in the fabulous traveling art studio. The Camano Blog.
This was the society that we discovered here. We determined that this was a society that was what's called a matriarchal society. This society was run where property was passed down from the first daughter to the first daughter. And women were the only people allowed in leadership positions. And there were men that were desperately necessary for their DNA, but the women gave life. The women had the only ability to give life. Men had no ability to give life. Women were the only ones that could actually produce human beings, so they were the most important people in the society. And the men were looked at as like beasts of burden and worker drones. And this part here shows that these men here are applying for a position of leadership, of authority, and the woman gets to stand on a little box and gets hired. This is basically, we think, an early version of affirmative action, and we found out that the men, they couldn't vote, they couldn't watch the women play sports, they weren't allowed into the events, they weren't looked at as intelligent as the women, and eventually what happened was that the men realized that since they were objects of DNA, the women were inappropriately touching them. And if they wanted to go grab the man by his junk, because they wanted to see if they wanted that person to be the sperm donor, they felt they could do that, and the men were powerless to that. And so this is an early version of Me Too, the Me Too movement, except that the men were the objects of the Me Too. And so this part was made a male complaint part. These men are complaining that that's really unfair, and why get your hands off my ass. Isn't that ironic that that's come back around again in our new society? Hello.
Good morning, everything. I guess the fabulous traveling art studio doesn't have to go anywhere today. It's my friend Becky. Now, what are you doing, Becky?
I am cutting out flower decals so that I can cover my white van with color.
Becky just got a new white van.
So it's going to have, I've had 15 or 20 friends or paint or somehow decorate flowers, bigger ones. and actually some this size too. And so some will be decorated, some will just be solid colors, and the van will wind up being very colorful, and my friends will get to travel around with me.
So they're stickers.
Via their art.
You're gonna...
They are stickers.
How fun. I found my friend Becky. She's doing something really cool in the park here. What are you doing, Becky?
I'm decorating my van with these flowers to brighten it up and cheer it up.
Oh, cool. Oh,
Just to make it all cheerier, so when it goes down the road, people look at it and they smile.
I love it. Okay, so you got lots of them on here so far.
One of the reasons I wear a lot of tie-dye.
You like color.
Cheers people up.
Cool.
I brought in the flowers into the pub.
Yep.
And brought in a box full of Sharpies, and people colored them with Sharpies. And so that's someone's.
Oh.
This is Jeannie Whoopie Kitty made this one. This is her little thing.
That's Jeannie Whoopie Kitty.
And then
neat.
somebody did this one with a Sharpie. Gladys Jones did that with a Sharpie, and then I went over it with paint because it didn't, the colors didn't show up real well. So I just fixed it up a little bit. So today I'm just going to tape them on, just to see where I want to lay them out, see where I want to put them. Do I want to have them go like a rainbow thing, or do I want to have like just a mash of colors? Because I did 2 on the floor, and I like the mash of colors. I just like to mix together, just look so happy to me. As soon as I put them out in a little sort of a rainbow thing, and then I took a broom and just stirred them all up, and I was just like, so that's the one I like.
Yeah, you tell me about your car.
So it's completed. I think it's completed anyway.
I love
sort
it.
of looked at a picture of it today and thought it could use more flowers. But I'm out of decals. Anyway, I have one more decal that someone made that's just gorgeous. But I didn't realize that I had given her a big flower. It's going to have to go on a window somewhere.
Wow.
But it is finished, except for, a little bits and pieces of paint flaked off. And I figured out that the flowers that were drawn with Sharpies are... Some of that Sharpie is just wiping off, so I've got to go over with the little Sharpie and put some sealer over. But pretty much it's done, and it's making people smile all over the place.
I love it.
So that is its purpose. But they're all just cut out of sheets of decal. So that process took forever, a couple of months, I think, to cut out all those flowers.
Is this a Dennis Hacker one?
That's a Dennis Hacker. He did with the stencil.
How did I know that? Thank you for sharing your cool thing, or artwork.
Sure, no problem.
Oh, yeah, it's cool.
I love it.
Good morning, Earthlings. A lot of people are asking me how I lost all that weight. This is how I did that with this Bulletproof Coffee. You won't believe it. If you start drinking this, that's gonna happen. Anyway, I'm doing that today in the fabulous Traveling Art Studio. Gonna show you how to make Bulletproof Coffee. I do that in there. So the first thing that I learned was this thing called Bulletproof Coffee. Now, people make it different, and so that's alright. I'm just going to show you what I do. MCT oil. You gotta get this. It's the latest thing. Anyway, so this stuff goes in here. Whoops. Like about that. Like about that much. And it's just cacao powder. About that much. It's good. Hey! Like my measurements? If you can hear what's going on here, that's what's going on here. Now I got monk fruit. This is sweet stuff, but it isn't sugar and it isn't like a bad thing. It's a good thing. So you put in about that much. Now coconut oil, and it's really cold in here, so my coconut oil looks like that. It's not going to look like this very much longer, so I'm going to take off a chunk. I don't know, maybe that's about a tablespoon. Chunk. There's another chunk. There. Put that back. That's great, right? Oh, that's fantastic. You can use like heavy cream and stuff. I like coconut milk. This coconut milk is really thick. Makes you feel good. So I'm going to put in about this much. That much. Oh, what a mess. And especially since it's cold in here, everything's going to get like... Anyway, so then what I do is I just dump the coffee in there. Oh, and that'll warm it up. I know what you're saying, Cher, did you really do that? Yes, I did. Okay, so I'm going to take this and blend it up. This is Cher's cooking show. I am sure hope you're not learning how to cook from me. So the heat from the coffee is going to melt all that stuff. Ah! It smells really good. Yeah, I guess you can smell it, can you? It smells really good. Sorry, that's not nice. Anyway, so then what I'm going to do is this. In between drips. Oh, you can't take the thing off while it's still going. Yeah, I really know that. Yeah, now I'm done. My son Gabe, I put some crap in his coffee maker thing and he goes, "What do you do that for?" Because I like to. I like to do that. When you're done, put everything away. Just kidding. I wouldn't do that in front of the camera. I actually wait for the coffee to actually get done sometimes. And that heats up all the oil and all the coconut milk and then when you drink it, yeah, so then you go someplace else with it. I like to use a special cup when I drink coffee. This one. You can probably see why. It says on the bottom, Talavera. Now, Talavera pottery comes from Spain, but there's a place in Mexico where they take this design where it's blue, this blue, and this kind of design, and they make stuff in Mexico. And someday I'll go there and I'll watch them do that. I'll do a show on this. But anyway, this is special to me. I didn't get it in Mexico. I got it here on Camano Island. These people go to Mexico, get all these incredible things, and then they take it down to the thrift store and drop it off. So I just saved about $600 on this cup. Thank you whoever donated this. They had no idea what they were getting rid of. See, it's signed on the bottom. Someday maybe this will be worth a lot of money, but right now this is worth a lot to me. It really is. I love it. Anyway, I'm about to have some coffee. Are you ready to have some coffee? You're not going to believe it. It looks really... It looks like mud probably. And I like it really strong, so here you go. Oh. Ooh, that's Bulletproof Coffee. It is. That's what it is. It's called Bulletproof Coffee. I don't know why they call it that. Yeah. So, a lot of people put butter in it. Butter, monk fruit, and then the coconut oil. That's nice. I'm gonna find a quiet place to look at the forest and drink my bulletproof coffee. So I'll see you later. If you make this, you'll just shrink up. Really, I've never been able to lose weight. I start drinking this. The thing is, I drink this in the morning. Well, you can see it's gonna be hot. And it'll probably get hot all day. And it'll be fine to drink it all day. But when I drink this, I don't feel like I'm hungry. I would rather have this than a piece of chocolate cake. Seriously. Yeah, I've probably gotten something in my teeth from that. Like they say, butter makes your pants fall off. It did for me. You eat fat, it's a good thing. Anyway, till later. I'm going to work. Hope you find your yaw. And you're good whatever size you are. But if you lose weight, you might feel a little better. Who knows?